Welcome to the episode number 2 of Read India Celebrations 2020. From reading books, the focus now shifts to reading self. From reading self to knowing self, and finally to leading self.
There are a lot of confusions even after graduation. Okay, and then about job, about money, and about relationship, these clarities are missing. These confusions are coming because I am not understanding what are my requirements. Then other important component which we are missing because we are not understanding ourselves is a relationship. When we recognize relationship, we will fulfill it. The question is, have we recognized the relationship? Fulfillment is very easy. So this recognition of relationship comes only when we understand our own self. So this self-knowledge is very, very important. So unfortunately, this is not made a proper part of our education. Even if it is made, that is not given a priority.
From round 2 screening, a total of 16 participants make it to the grand finale of the 2020. As part of their preparations for the grand finale, participants were asked to identify and overcome one weakness in the first week. Let's listen to some of their stories.
Hello, my name is Abhishri and I am in grade 6. I am very glad to be a part of this Read India journey as it has helped me with various skills. Today I will be telling my weakness, what I have done for it, and how can overcoming a weakness help. When I am given a topic to speak on, I am able to write down many points. But then sometimes I have trouble in organizing those points in a structured manner. Read India has helped me to connect the dots, structure my points, and do mind mapping. What I have also learned is that the flow of relevant point in the storytelling is the crucial element, and we need to express our thoughts with evidence in a structured manner. This approach can definitely help prepare for many topics and improve the storytelling capability.
Over the past couple of months during all of this COVID-19 chaos, I have been given some time to seek self-improvement. That's when I've started to notice a weakness I have: being impulsive. I catch myself jumping to conclusions often. I would get frustrated with people very easily, and sometimes I would even try to escalate minor problems that didn't need to be further taken. After I knew how much this could affect the people around me in my daily life, I knew I had to change. Throughout the next week, I would practice conversing and socializing with friends and family while staying cool and calm. It was a small step, but it helped me be more patient with the people around me. After that, I would think carefully before coming to a decision. That way, whenever I'd be given an assignment and test, I would take my time while answering each and every single question. I used these practices throughout the next week, and I noticed I was less irritated with people. I was also getting better marks for all of my assignments and tests. Though this journey took a while, it was all for the greater good.
Hello everyone, my name is Jitbir and I'm here to talk on one of my weaknesses and what I have been trying to do the last few days to overcome my fear. I usually don't open up with people around me and I have trouble making new friends. The last 5-6 days I've been trying to be the best version of myself and to do what I really love. I love painting and drawing, so I spend most of my time doing that. I also watch videos of Pablo Picasso and his masterworks. I go for jogging with my dad every day to keep myself fit, and my mom is helping me with yoga and some meditation. From all that I learned that everyone has a dark side and a brighter side, and I've been working to find the brighter side of the people to become a better human being and be a trustworthy friend and become more interactive with people around me.
Hi, my name is Medha Pindota. Now everyone has their own weakness. My weakness is that I lack a time management skills. Now time management is very important. It allows you to accomplish something big in a shorter period of time. Therefore, each benefit of time management improves another aspect of your life. I try to do many things to improve my skills. Something that I did was I tried to not use my phone. The phones, iPads, and any other electronic device are very distracting. So the more you stay away from them, the more your concentration is a lot better. Something else that I did was I tried to use an agenda. Now agendas are very helpful. It helps you stay organized and helps you plan everything at the right time. The last thing that I did was I try to stay in a room by myself. When you're in a room with other people, you always get distracted. You want to talk to them or you want to see what they're doing. But when you're in a room by yourself, you always stay calm and concentrated. Like it says in the book, calmness is the key way of learning.
I realized my greatest weakness was procrastination. It was affecting all parts of my life, my sleep schedule, my activities, even my mental health by causing me so much stress. I knew I had to do something about it, but I just didn't know what. After some deep thinking, I came up with some probable causes. Firstly, I'm sure that Netflix had some role in it. Secondly, it was my sleeping habits and my eating cycle. I came up with a double-edged strategy of cataloging and incentivization.
लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. The fear of failure held me back, while I pledged to be positive and self-confident. Gradually, certain steps helped me to strive for improvement. Learning to listen is the key. Challenging my views with other perspectives is truly a weapon for me. Learning to see taught me to read the world and self, with yoga which fueled me to act flexibly and deep delve. Learning to think independently empowers me to serve society and reason confidently. Thank you, Read India, for making me realize that reading just begins at books and leads to self.
Identifying our weaknesses always inspires us to get to the road to success. Glossophobia or public speaking anxiety. This has been something that has haunted me for the last few years. It has inhibited me from showcasing many of my talents like writing, music, and art, mainly because of my reluctance to move out of the comfort zone. Then, this quote by Confucius took my confidence to a whole new level. I was determined to not allow a fear get in my way. So I began exploring new techniques. Visualizing my success and focusing on my subject more than the audience helped me in this process. I got an opportunity to participate in the national event Spic McKay 2018 and to speak on my experience there. My teacher gave me a push and yes, I was able to do it. The first 2 rounds of RIC also helped me swim through the unknown waters of researching on topics not commonly thought and spoken about. So I'd like to end with saying, life's either a daring adventure or nothing at all.
I'm Nishma Kalkram. Nobody's perfect, including myself, and sometimes it's difficult for me to admit that I have certain weaknesses, but as a leader it's important for me to take these weaknesses and turn them into my strengths. My Achilles heel is a common problem many people my age have, procrastination. To understand what procrastination really is, I've asked myself 3 questions. What is procrastination? Why do I procrastinate? And how can I avoid procrastinating? So after doing some research, I found out that procrastination is the process of delaying a set of tasks. And I procrastinate because my future self sets tasks that I have to complete while my present self does not feel like completing these tasks because I don't get immediate rewards, which is creating a lack of motivation. Therefore, I decided to leave motivational sticky notes to keep me motivated. I also set reminders on my Google Home to complete certain tasks by certain times. And if I don't complete these tasks, I de-incentivize myself by taking away my TV privileges. I also make sure to keep my phone aside because this increases my procrastination. I was able to see immediate results and I was able to finish my homework early and study for my exams a day ahead. I understand that this cannot be fixed in one sitting, but I will work on trying to fix this.
I'm going to be talking about vulnerability. I am a perfectionist. I take so much stress upon myself to do every little thing. I just want to give my best to everything I do. Sometimes this perfectionist mindset can be very taxing, both mentally and physically. My mind is always running in 1,000 different directions at once because I tend to have so much on my plate that I'm not able to give my 101% to anything that I do. How did I try and overcome this weakness? Number 1, I started creating more realistic and achievable goals and expectations. Number 2, I took some time out for myself. Every day, I spent at least 1 hour doing the things that I love, be it singing, playing guitar, or reading. Number 3, I started spending more time with my family. Number 4, I started appreciating what I did. I felt proud of myself, even when I overcame a seemingly small obstacle.
I am really good at studying, but at times I lose my concentration and I
start doing other things. This distraction reduces my productivity and effectiveness. So to overcome this, I did 3 activities. First, Tratak. It is an easy way for meditation. All you have to do is just keep your eyesight on the diya flame. Second, Yoga. I will recommend you to do Vrikshasana, Tadasana and Surya Namaskara. Third, Om chanting for 5 minutes. After doing these activities, I personally feel calm, composed, relaxed and focused.
After seeing some interviews on a girl named Lissy Priya, I thought that a few days ago my weakness was not paying attention to the environment. But when I got motivated from her, I made a change. I made my surroundings greener and cleaner. I made them plastic free. Read India helped me not only to read books but also articles and blogs. When I started reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Matilda, I started relating characters. That's when I got curious and more imaginative.
After thorough introspection, I realized that I have a lot of weaknesses. But one amongst them which should be improved primarily is my temperament. Earlier too I used to introspect myself, but it ultimately turned into overthinking and negative thoughts. But this Read India journey has made me realize the real meaning of reading self. It was with a calm mind that I got to know about my weakness. And to overcome it, I started with maintaining my sleeping habits to avoid irritation. Meditation and yoga every morning paved way for a good day. And for the rest of the day, I decided that whenever anger will rise in my mind, I will drink a glass of water. And I noticed a frequent improvement each day.
I feel my weakness at this point lies in me being very meticulous and detail oriented, so I sometimes feel I actually spend too much time working on certain projects, but I'm using a timer to keep track of the work I do and it's been really helping so far. So now I'm using my time wisely, I'm being honest with myself and I'm starting on a path of conscious and continuous learning. During the second round, I led the video conference with Mr. Raghuram Anantoj, understanding the importance and need of independent thinking, inner power and integrity in decision making. And I try to incorporate that in my daily life as much as I can in order to lead myself and eventually lead others. It was Socrates who said that one thing only I know, and that is that I know nothing. Well, I can't hope to be smarter than Socrates, so I try to live by these words. I try to learn how to learn first. I try to deal with life one thing at a time, and I always try to look for opportunities for growth. Growth which also includes me facing my own weaknesses.
I am Bharat Banerjee and my greatest weakness is anger. Researching and analyzing, I found that anger is a very common phenomenon and we should not ignore it because it is telling us something. And what amazed me the most is if we use it in an assertive way, it can help us bring strong bonds and relationships. I use the ACTS procedure to win over my anger. ACTS is A. Aware of my anger. C. Control it by giving some time. T. Talk politely. And S. Solve the conflict in an agreeable and appreciable manner. I also learned that we should not take any big decisions in any emotional stage.
When it comes to things like sports that I'm not very passionate about, I tend to get extremely lazy and procrastinate a lot. Well, it was about time that I realized what I was doing was wrong. And that was when I saw on the news how people are suffering nowadays because they're not taking good care of themselves. And then I knew I had to do something quick. I told myself that exercising is for my own well-being. No one is forcing me to do it. It is up to me whether I want myself to be healthy or not. And of course, I chose the first option. And I'm really glad that I did. Because 2 weeks later, I started getting better at it.
The journey from insight to action continues in week 2.
It's such a wonderful initiative of Read India celebration, taking this to a global level, encouraging students to read and learn on various topics and themes. It's a great stepping stone for building the future workforce and leadership, importantly, expanding the horizon and imagination of future citizens. At an early age, if students can understand how much reading can stimulate their imagination and exercise their brains, books would be their best friends. The day I stop learning is the day I stop growing. Be hungry for knowledge and be curious to learn. We are so fortunate to have Indian epics that can teach you every skill needed for life, whether it's leadership, compassion, friendship, honesty, integrity, and several other virtues. I encourage you to read and reread those epics to comprehend and understand how it could be your personality development.
This time around, the finalists were asked to prepare a roadmap to achieve the goal of their life. The roadmap was to focus on two key aspects. Number one, identify their top strength and use it effectively to achieve their goal. Number two, identify that one thing they would do on a daily basis to achieve the goal of their life. Let's look at some of these videos.
Today I'll be talking about the journey that I have planned for myself down the line like 5, 10 and 15 years into the future. So I believe that luck favors the prepared. So I made this roadmap for myself long ago to give myself more clarity, and it looks something like this.
So basically that's me at the end of class 10, clueless about the future until I started writing my goals down, which started with my first milestone, scoring 96% and above in my boards and getting a scholarship. My second milestone, which includes getting an admission into IIT Bombay or IIT Kharagpur. My third milestone, which includes working with the Herjavec Group or IBM or any other similar company. And lastly, down 15 years, starting my own cybersecurity company.
I'd like to end off the video with some advices from my side. So when I made this roadmap, I wrote my goals down on a piece of paper, and I think you should do that too, because it will help you to narrow your focus down and make yourself committed to these realistic goals that you've written down yourself. Secondly, when you choose or when you make any decision in life, I want you to be true to yourself. I don't want you to follow a trend or follow something that other people are doing, and simply because it seems like an easier path. Don't do that. Stay true to yourself. So later down the road, it will help you because you will stay committed to the choice that you made on your own accord. Lastly, it's something that I tell myself when I feel like procrastinating, and I think most of us do that, if not all. I ask myself, for example, if I want to finish 2 chapters on physics. So I tell myself, I am not going to do 2 chapters of physics because it's not a priority. And the realization hits me like a truck, because I'm basically telling myself that I won't be doing this, but it's actually going to help me down the road in accomplishing my goals. So this kind of gives me a reality check, and I hope that you keep giving yourself these reality checks and you'll be just fine.
My goal is to become a certain someone that brings a change to the society. No matter what profession I take, I want to bring a societal change. It is because if I decide to change the society for betterment, I can at the least set an example for the people to strive to serve the community. In my perspective, I can bring change in the society by becoming a responsible IAS officer. It is because I believe that the status of a society is decided by the authorities that govern them. So in order to make sure the authorities make proper policies, I want to become an IAS officer. I plan to achieve my goal by following certain principles. First, I will always try to be consistent in my studies. Second, I will never give up on my dream. No matter what difficulties I face, I will always stick to my dream. Third, I should always be aware of current affairs and news. Fourth, I should always take part in competitions and exams if I can, so that I get more knowledge every time I pass or fail a competition.
After 10 years from now, I wish to see myself completed with my MBBS degree as a rising doctor and acquiring higher studies in my field of expertise. A little studying extra each day and customizing my time to boost my confidence and enthusiasm, along with the elimination of a little carelessness and laziness, marks my do's and don'ts. I would like to suggest each viewer that we all have a leader inside us, and reading self goes to leading self. Ask yourself where you wish to be in the next 10 years, prepare a roadmap and stick to it. Every journey begins with a small step.
I plan to become a social entrepreneur and earth-friendly automobile designer in the future. As I mentioned in the previous round, my project got selected for the Inspire Awards Manik, which is a Government of India initiative. In India, over 8 million preterm babies are at risk of hypothermia, which can lead to death. I made a user-friendly and affordable blanket using waste packaging material to help prevent hypothermia. I have a provisional patent for my product. My top strength is perseverance and hard work. I have the determination to finish each task at hand, no matter how easy or hard it is. I have the confidence in my abilities and my product that I will be able to make a social impact in childcare, focusing on rural areas. Of course, Rome was not built in one day, so each day I spent around 15 minutes looking for new, innovative ideas in the field of insulation and temperature monitoring to keep my project as simple and low cost as possible.
In 10 years, I see myself as a successful lawyer working to secure the rights of each and every citizen and spreading awareness in the less privileged sections of the nation. I try my best to establish a more transparent and trustworthy judiciary. One thing that I do every day to achieve my goals is read. I read books, newspapers, articles, and I see how different people face different challenges and learn a little something from all of them. One thing that I won't do is try and not repeat the same mistakes again.
I love writing poems and short stories, and therefore I aspire to become an author. And I know it takes a lot of effort, hard work, and time. So here's how I'm going to achieve that goal of mine. Firstly, through practice. Practice makes everyone perfect, and I practice every day by reading novels by various authors. The second is patience. The fruit of patience is always sweet, isn't it? Therefore, I need to be patient, and I am being patient with my writing so that I do not write hastily to convey a clear message to my readers. And the final thing on my roadmap is a deadline.
The roadmap for my success. The first step I would like to take when achieving my goal is to set the correct mood. Without the correct inspiration or motivation, achieving your goal will be extremely difficult. The second step I would like to take is setting good habits. Good habits I would like to form are embracing my imperfections while learning from my past mistakes and failures. Another habit I would like to learn is reflecting on myself every single day. Reflecting on yourself makes you learn who you really are. The third step I would like to take is to take it slow. There is no need to rush. All of the successful people around the world didn't pop out of thin air. It took dedication, time, and effort for them to execute a flawless plan.
Best wishes for the grand finale. Looking forward to being there with all of you.